AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Hope Towns is not playing. Forget hello. Forget how you doing, AllBall. Hope Towns, what's going on? She says, hey guys, I'm back. Why they bench Cat in the most important game? I know why. Can't take that shine from Jalen. Ain't that some shit? Just watch the rest of this season. We got big problems again. A birdie told me. Mike Brown needs to go. Just my opinion. Hope
Beautiful.
Towns might be the GOAT.
The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Hope Towns is in the building. Glad that you're back. Glad that you're safe. And I'm so happy to see you. Yes, I am. Big baby in the building. K Dot in the building. And another beautiful, lovely, sexy, extravagant, elegant. Wonder Woman is in the building. Hola, Wonder Woman. Hope Towns. Trust me, this will be a live for the ages. I got a lot to say. Yeah.
Wonder Woman. Don't you speak Spanish to me.
Listen, the ladies of AllBall TV, they know what they be doing, man. Like,
No,
I know we love y'all and respect y'all. Nah, they know what they doing.
No, they don't. She doesn't know exactly what she's doing.
Yes, she.
When the ladies speak Spanish, hola. That used to be the crazy vibe in high school.
Let me explain something to you.
Hola.
Latin woman, whether you Puerto Rican, Dominican, they know any man, the sexiest thing they will ever hear is them speaking to us. I ain't even got to say no more. Look what she said. Thank you, Wonder Woman. Thank you. Look what she said. Come on, bro. Listen.
Respectfully.
Look, you see I can't stand still, right? Look.
Got you shaking.
Come on, man.
You trembling over there? All right. I'm
Come
shaking.
on, man.
I'm shaking right now.
The Dylan just slipping. Look. I gotta fix the two-shooter. Mr. Speaker, heave. And look. Lord have mercy. Jeremy House, what up? Mike James, what up? Trapped in the 90s, what up? Look, Wonder Woman, y'all gotta stop that shit, man.
No, I don't want to look. You don't tell me the Dylan just slipping and say, look, no.
I said the two-shot. Listen, y'all gotta get used to that. Mr. Speaker's with me at all times. We got all these fucking bum-ass Detroit Pistons fans that be in the chat. We gotta be prepared. You never know when these niggas gonna jump on the screen.
Well, mixed talking to you guys. You guys too bad I had to come back to only Cat passing the damn ball and not playing his damn game. We want to know why though. We'll get to that in a second. Can we get to the bottom of that? Can he smack one of them dudes live on camera, please? Excuse me. I speak before we move on. I speak for every single New Yorker. There is nothing more we love than someone getting the shit smacked out of them that deserves it. Josh Hart deserves to get the shit smacked out of him. Jalen Brunson, back smack. Mikal Bridges. If Cat can give either Josh Hart or Mikal Bridges the back slap of the century, I think we're gonna do a Anthony Towns jersey giveaway on here on KNICKS Rehab AllBall TV.
Let's get it going.
Thank you, Hope Towns. We on the same page. Mike Brown keep switching his damn mind. Like I said yesterday, AllBall pushing back. Yeah, I got Hope Towns on my side.
Is it Mike Brown or is it the front office forcing him? We got a lot to discuss.
AllBall suckers.
We have a lot to discuss.
Hee. The glare is back. The real is back. That feel is back. And I'm sorry, AllBall. Before we get to the fake and the frauds, we gotta let them know what this is.
KNICKS Rehab.
Knicks rehab, y'all. Let's get right to it. Stephen A. Smith, Josh Hart, Stephen A. Smith, going back and forth. And of course, didn't we say this yesterday? Josh Hart, I don't know why you got into it, Stephen A. Smith, because all you're going to do is capitalize. And guess what he did this morning? Guess what he did last night? You guessed it. Talk about Josh Hart. Here he is on First Take with Kendrick Perkins, who's, I don't even know what he's doing up there.
Here's the statement, Big Perk, so you can see it for yourself right here. This is Josh Hart talking about me. For me, I think Stephen A., as a part-time Knicks fan, needs to shut the hell up. He barely knows guys that are on the team, end quote. Fine. Let me say this. I find nothing disrespectful about what he said, Big Perk, because I instigated it by telling him to be quiet the other day when he came to the defense of Mikal Bridges. But Josh Hart, number one, I don't need to know you. I don't need to talk to you. I get paid to talk about you. Somehow, some way, they haven't learned that, Perk. One of these days, they're going to learn that, okay? They want to ignore the fact that I've been covering the NBA for over 30 years, okay? The last time the New York Knicks won a championship was 24 years or 22 years before Josh Hart was born, okay? This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. When the last time the New York Knicks were in the NBA Finals, Josh Hart was 4 years old. So again, I don't have, I take no offense to what you said. You're absolutely entitled to clap back. And I don't take it personal at all, but it don't make you right. You go on the court last night via a 7-game winning streak, and you lose to the Charlotte Hornets, a team that's, by the way, the Eastern Conference best record of 23-6 since January 2nd. Why does that matter, Big Perk? Because do you know with the Knicks 7-game winning streak that those wins came against teams under 500? They were a combined 176 games under 500. So who the hell did you beat? We're looking at Boston ascending. We're looking at the Pistons not going anywhere. We're looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers being right there. And you're the New York Knicks. And last night, LaMelo Ball and KNICKS combined to out-rebound the Knicks' entire starting five. How does that happen? How am I supposed to feel confident? How are New York Knicks fans supposed to feel confident? You talking now, Josh Hart? You talking now? You chirping now? You see what I'm trying to say? The New York Knicks right now are not what they used to be over the last 2 or 3 years. That's a fact.
Nah. Yo.
That's where that right there is where the Eat the Beat supposed to be playing in the background.
Nah, he play. Hold on. Holy shit. All because Stephen A. Smith is responding to the response that Josh Hart had for him in the first place to try to defend Mikal Bridges. And all Josh Hart was saying was that, for me, I think Stephen A., as a part-time Knicks fan, needs to shut the hell up. He barely knows guys that are on the team. So Stephen A., with what we know in New York as the slick pivot, the slick spin, he never said, you don't know me. He said, you don't know who we are. You don't know who the players are on this team. Let's not forget AllBall. Are you kidding me? See, Twitter went crazy today, and I'm glad they remember because you mentioned it yesterday, and I've been said it. Stephen A., you ain't fooling nobody, dog. Definitely not fooling me.
I respectfully disagree. And we all know that how I feel about my Knicks, but they're 26th in defensive efficiency rating. Mitchell Robinson is out. Jericho Sims is out. So I got to deal with some dude named Hartenstein.
Who's been playing with
effort.
Effort, Stephen A.
He never shortchanges you with effort. I'm not trying to.
And we can cut it off right there. So, yeah, you don't know who the players are. You go on about your fandom of 40,000 years for the New York Knicks. We get it, Stephen A. But it didn't stop there.
Some more?
in terms of, you know, his Josh Hart clapback, it started last night. This morning wasn't it? And we tried to warn Josh Hart, but he wants to be an algorithm apparently. And here's more of Stephen A. Smith.
So him coming at me, fine. I just love how people ignore the resume. Let me say this about myself. So I spent 20 years covering the NBA, and I'm on the road and in locker rooms for over 100 games a year. Damn near 120 games a year when you take into account the playoffs and the multitude of locker rooms that I have to go into. And because my success on television has me in studio, and I'm not there at the games the way that I used to be, and as a result, I'm not going to know the players the way that I used to know the players. I don't know shit. Really? Well, what about 99% of the sports commentators and pundits on television and radio and on newspapers and .com sites and podcasts all over the country, if not the world? Do they have to know you?
Oh,
What did I say about the New York Knicks that requires me to know anybody?
tisk.
First of all, you don't know who I know. Secondly, you don't know who talks to me. Thirdly, you don't even know how close I am to the people that cut your checks, Josh Hart.
Oh shit.
You know, clearly you haven't done your homework. But that's neither here nor there. 'Cause I
My
like
God.
I got news for you, Josh Hart. I like Mikal Bridges too. I think Mikal Bridges can play.
Nah, we ending it there because what else is there to talk about? Like we said, oh boy, this started because Stephen A. Smith was criticizing Mikal Bridges, his piss poor play as of late. But he also tried to blame. He was looking for a reason as how and why did Mikal Bridges get here. Blame Brunson at first. He retracted that. He's trying to do the spin cycle right now about how Josh Hart said, I don't know him. 99% of the sports media doesn't know Josh Hart either. So what is Josh Hart's point? Stephen A. totally missed the ball with that one. But, to end the Mikal Bridges thing real quick.
Nigga said he sound like a hitman.
Yeah.
Before you continue, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. You know I got to shout out the OG by any means necessary. Darlene Bryan is in the building, fellas. The ladies of AllBall TV are here. They're sprinkling in. Y'all know the drill, man. Put up a Josh Hart, a heart, a higher, wave, a peace sign. Be respectful. The ladies of AllBall TV, love y'all. What up? The whole chat, what up? Ray Floyd, go to hell.
So, Ray Floyd, what up, ladies? Darlene the Queen. So yeah, he was talking about Josh. He clearly misinterpreted what Josh Hart was saying, probably intentionally. But this all started with the Mikal Bridges criticism, which piss poor as of late. He's at least starting to get to his averages and points all ball. But with that being said, Tommy Beer put up a great stat today. In the 99 minutes Mikal Bridges has logged over the Knicks' past 3 games, he has a grand total of 2 rebounds and 0 free throw attempts. And Stephen A. Smith did mention the rebounding effort of the Knicks last night against the Hornets, which Josh Hart is known in the NBA, if anything. His bread and butter, the reason why he's making $20 million a year, is rebounding. And Conker Nipple, which we talked about last night, and was it Brandon Miller combined for 8 9?
He said LaMelo Ball in Knipple.
They averaged for over maybe 20 rebounds for the game. I know Knipple had 11, and they had more than the entire starting lineup. I think Cat had 3, but definitely more than Mikal Bridges, and definitely more than Josh Hart, if that's the case. What are your thoughts here now? Because we knew this was going to happen, and we got to take advantage. But what are your thoughts, young man?
I love it. I love it. I'm going to continue to say this. You don't have to like the messenger, but we've been screaming on KNICKS Rehab AllBall TV for a while now. Nobody holds these guys accountable. Nobody. Right? And now you have Stephen A. Smith putting a spotlight on these guys because their play have been bad. Now, granted, they a 3rd seed. And like I said, that's what covers the wound. That's what makes this thing tricky. Because if you're a person that's not like locked in, all you got to do is go, what are y'all complaining for? They won 7 games in a row. They're the 3rd seed, right? But if you're watching, these guys are getting overpaid, and they're not living up to what they should be living up to, Fabian. Stephen A. Smith is 100% correct. He didn't go as hard as he should have went on Mikal Bridges. You see what we do up here? Todd Bridges. What? Right? So once again, in life, sometimes we don't like the person that tells us the truth. So we tend to ignore it, or we just don't pay it no mind. No matter how y'all feel about Stephen A. Smith, no matter how nobody feels about anybody, the truth is the truth. And if it takes a Stephen A. Smith to put a spotlight on Todd Bridges and Josh Hart, and you guys not looking like the championship contending team y'all supposed to be looking like, because y'all definitely getting paid like it, and y'all definitely acting like it. All this bravado, all this calling people out, all this confidence. Josh Hart is trying to turn himself into the 2nd or the 3rd option on the Knicks. So at the end of the day, nobody on the Knicks should be talking shit. We have a team where you're how can I say this? You're supposed to play on the court. That's how you talk your shit. Everybody's already looking to hate. We the Knicks. So when you play this bad and then you respond to defend someone that's been horrific, all you do is give a person like him ammo. All you doing is helping them. His YouTube check is going to be insane. The way he's going to just carve you out. Insane. Come on, dog. Like, so for me, Fabian, I've been saying it. I've been alluding to it. Listen, us as Knicks fans, man, we are at times just delusional. And then our players tend to get delusional. I don't know who Josh Hart think he is. And that's why I argue with you and Flea all the time. Big shout out our brother Flea. I'm starting to not be a fan of Josh Hart. Seriously. Do you need a Josh Hart on your team? Yes. But what I said a while ago, you need the right coach to put him in his place. Bro, you're the Army Swiss knife. You're the guy that's supposed Swiss Army knife. Yeah. You're the guy that's supposed to be getting it off the rim. There should be no plays ran for you. You shouldn't be the voice of the team. No. You shouldn't be trying to defend nobody, especially Todd Bridges. What about defending Cat on the court? What about defending Brunson on the court when they getting disrespected by the opposing team? Whether it's a cheap foul, whether it's a hard pick, whether somebody talking shit, where you at then? Like, at the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith is 100% correct. Now, everything else outside of basketball, that's personal. I'm not getting into that, right? But that's who Stephen A. Smith is. He's going to throw his shots. He's going to be diabolical. And yes, I love that comment. He's going to sound like a hitman. Listen, he's a caricature. Y'all see how I did that? Caricature.
That's great.
Right? And like I keep telling y'all, he knows what he's doing. He's good at it. We may not like it, but he's good at it. But for me, I don't understand how Josh Hart can have the nerve to say anything. And to me, there's only 2 reasons. His best friend is Brunson, so he knows he's protected. Or we the 3rd seed. And in his mind, he's that important. Listen, you the same Josh Hart that had a horrific series, which you agreed to, which you said yourself. You played the worst basketball in that Pacers series in the conference finals. You owe us, nigga. You owe us. So at the end of the day, Fabian, every Knicks player, they don't need to be saying jack shit. They need to be talking on the court. We got embarrassed last night by a young team and a rookie. How can you defend that? When Stephen A. Smith says, Knipple and LaMelo Ball, 2 guards, out-rebounded the whole Knicks team. And Josh Hart, you're known for being one of the best rebounders in the game, let alone one of the best rebounders on the Knicks. How do you defend that? How do you respond to that? So for me, Josh Hart needs to be careful because, listen, bro, you play another bad series. At this point, before the season started, a lot of guys, they were protected. I don't think you're protected no more. I really don't. So for me, Fabian, I love what Stephen A. Smith is doing because we have a team where nobody's being held accountable. Not the coach, not the front office, not the players. Brown is not holding the players accountable. Brunson, as the leader, as the captain, is not holding his guys accountable. The front office is not holding Mike Brown accountable. So are we supposed to just sit there and just let our eyes lie? Like you said, are we going to just lie to ourselves? So once again, we may not like how Stephen A. Smith does things or says things, but with this one, him criticizing and critiquing Charles Bridges' game lately, he was 100% correct. It should have been more people that went viral critiquing him. Maybe that put a spark under him. Because Stephen A. Smith ain't the only one that was on his head top. I seen plenty of Knicks platforms on YouTube talking about how bad Charles Bridges been playing and he got to get his shit together. So for me, like I said, these guys are too sensitive, and it's the truth. It's the truth. None of these guys came out and said, we got to play better. I've been bad. We supposed to be the best team in the East. I know the part I'm supposed to play. I'm not holding up the end of my bargain. I have to play better. Everybody just being silent and quiet. Where's Brunson at? Where's Cat at? Where's OG at? Where's Todd Bridges at? Where y'all sound bites at? Where y'all post-game comments at? Where? Y'all just taking our money and running. So now y'all Instagram models. We taking y'all out to dinner. Y'all packing y'all bag. And y'all lying to us, telling us y'all gonna call and text us tomorrow. That's what y'all doing.
They Don dashing on us.
Right. You niggas is dining and dashing on us. No, seriously. Come on, man. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? So I'm glad somebody with a platform that huge can put some type of spotlight so these guys could like have some type of accountability, man, because bro, 99 minutes? That's more, that's a little over 2 games. That might be damn near 4 games because he's playing 20 plus minutes. 2 after whatever the field goals was, no free throws. Josh Hart, how do you defend that? Yo, for me, Stephen A. was right. This is on Brunson. Those are your guys. Those are your guys. Fabian, if I bring my friend to your crib and he breaks a dish and leaves, whose fault is it? Me, I brought him to your crib. Brunson, you brought these niggas over here. The reason why they can't be held accountable, the reason why they can't be criticized by the coaching staff is because they're your guys. So we supposed to just let Hart and Towns and Bridges just at times do nothing? Nah, man, nah. And they getting outplayed on the other end of the floor. Bridges is supposed to be a defender. Josh Hart supposed to be the energy guy, defender. Enough is enough. I'm speaking my mind. Enough is enough. If you've been a Knicks fan as long as me, how the fuck could you be happy? I'm gonna say it again. If you've been a Knicks fan as long as me, and this is my last point, Fabian, you could cook. I've been a Knicks fan my whole life. So we talking 35 years? Only 2 finals? We hated the Knicks players back then.
Right.
Ain't none of us like Patrick Ewing. We respected you. We love our Knicks. Do y'all not understand? Diehard Knicks fans never liked none of these niggas. You know who used to be my favorite guy? Derek Harper, because he was mean and nasty. Yeah. Smiling. Ain't nothing to smile about. Love Spreewell. Mindset, fuck you niggas. But we ain't like them. You know why? Because we ain't win. How do you like a team that don't win? What are we cheering for? What are we happy for? What are we smiling for? So all you Knicks fans out there that's just, what is it, jolly-go-lucky, happy, head all in the cloud, smiling, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. You're a bad influence to me. I don't want to be happy. We ain't win shit. The fuck out of here, man. Nah. So for me, I don't understand how people get angry at us or me because I'm mad. The fuck am I happy for? Even when we went to the finals, same shit. It's been the same thing for fucking decades. And now we come back and we have another opportunity to win. And we got guys on the court that don't hold each other accountable. You see the landscape of the league? See how talented some of these guys are? You just seen what Jalen Brown did to OKC, best team in the league. That roster ain't no fucking good roster, but they got coaching, they hold each other accountable, and they know how to play their part. And they dogs. We the total fucking opposite. Enough is enough. I don't care if y'all don't like Stephen A. Smith. I don't know him. I ain't got no fight in this, but I ain't got no dog in this fight. That nigga's 100% correct. Fuck out of here. Fuck is you talking to me for, Josh Hart? Talk to the niggas on the court that be punking y'all. Talk to Draymond Green who disrespect Cat. Run up on one of them niggas that be pushing Jalen Brunson on the floor. Run up in Mikal Bridges' face and tell him, make a shot, nigga. Stop fading away all the time. Get us a fucking stop. That young nigga busting your ass. Fuck out of here, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Come on, man. Then you had a nerve to go on your platform and cross your legs and act like everything is all right. I never thought I would have to deal with light skin on light skin hate crimes. I'm not also the president. I'm a client.
Right.
Y'all too light skinned. Everything is a game. Everything is a joke with these niggas, Fabian. Y'all niggas go sit in the sun somewhere and get some motherfucking color on you, man. Maybe that'll toughen y'all up. Niggas getting punked by rookies. You getting punked by teams that's fighting to get in the play-in. And all you niggas want us to be happy. The fuck out of here. Fuck is y'all talking about? Gas price is $6. The Knicks losing. Fuck am I happy about? Can't find parking. And y'all want me to be up here happy? Man, you don't get the fuck out of here. You kidding me? Take the floor, man, because I'll talk on this shit for another 8. These niggas got me tight. Nah, they got me tight, Fabian, for real. For real. Bro, we come up here night in and night out and try to defend these guys. They don't give a fuck about us. That's why even since we was little, we used to be on our neighborhood. We don't want to meet them niggas. Because they're gonna wind up kicking one of our ass because we gonna say some real shit to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, Pat, how the fuck you ain't dunked that ball? Yo, John Starks, you really was gonna go shoot 0 for 12 in the fourth quarter and never pass? That shit we gonna say to him. We don't want no autograph. They don't want no picture. That shit ain't winning us nothing. I mean, any of them niggas right now, how y'all fuck up that wreck in the conference finals against the Pacers? Explain, nigga. Nah, we don't glaze up here. We keep it thorough. I don't know how you could be a Knicks fan and be happy at this point. Seriously. And I don't know how, if you have an opportunity to talk to these guys, how you can't just be honest with them. You got to be disrespectful, but we got to have an honest conversation. Yo, bro, what is it? How is it 1 minute you look like that against Denver and San Antonio, and then you get outplayed by teams that's fighting to get in the play-in? Explain. And you niggas want maxes? Josh Hart playing double amount of minutes than Cat? Josh Hart at times shooting the same amount of field goals, sometimes more than Cat? Huh? You tell me where that makes sense at. Where has that ever happened in NBA history? Where? Some people think Cat is the best player on the team. I say the second. So we going the number 1 or the number 2 best player on the team is playing less minutes than the guy that should be coming off the bench? And y'all think Stephen A. Smith is the problem? Lord knows I'm glad I ain't got a newborn baby shitting all over the place. That'd be another problem to be fucking mad. Like, yo, man, I like really think about how life goes. You wake up in the morning, you got to go to work, you angry, you got a ticket on your car, your lunch spoil you, bacon, egg, and cheese at the corner store is $9 now. The little orange juice is $3. Then you come home, you arguing with wifey, the baby getting on your fucking nerve, and once you get settled in, your Knicks get their ass kicked by the Charlotte Hornets. And you supposed to be
No, Jermaine, it's not a seltzer.
What up, Mo? Big shout out to the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Mo is in the building. The ladies are here. Big shout out everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Instagram page, AllBall TV 3_. Please hit that button, hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. Support y'all. Yeah, man, I'm fucking upset, man. I'm upset.
Well, once again, these guys always be joking. Slight little video here from Martha Stewart, and while she was on the Roommates.
It gets exciting when the spread is big. You know, we all like that. And sitting in the audience, we want it to go on, and we want all those 3-pointers. It got sort of a little sloppy after a while, I thought. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't want me for a coach. I would be. I kind of do want you for a coach now.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I would love to hear what you have to say to Josh when he doesn't practice.
Oh my gosh, I would be so mean.
Say you were the coach right now, and Josh, as he usually does, BS is in practice. What would you tell him?
I would tell him that the rest of the team members were really counting on him, and what the hell is he around for?
And y'all laughing. You heard what she said? You see her, did you see a smile on her face? She's dead serious. That's Martha Stewart. She's dead serious. In every joke, there's the truth. She ain't smiling. She said, I couldn't be the coach. You know what I'll be saying to y'all niggas? And here he go playing Josh Hart. So now you telling us he don't even practice. So now you telling us he don't even practice. These niggas, Fabian, have I been the only one for years saying none of these niggas need a mic in front of them, bro? They are robbing us. Now you telling me you don't even practice. Martha Stewart, y'all niggas shooting all these threes. This is Martha Stewart. She's not a basketball fan. She's a celebrity that goes to the games. But she has enough common sense, Fabian, to go, fuck is y'all doing? So imagine how we feel if that's how she feel. I knew it was a reason I ain't like these niggas no more. I knew it, bro. I knew it. I just couldn't put my finger on it. Thank you, Martha Stewart, for exposing these motherfuckers. She just exposed them and they don't even know it, Fabian, because they always joking and playing around. You have to, bro, y'all have editors there. Edit that out. Smart people, they dissect. Smart people go, oh, ha, 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 ha. Gotcha. Y'all don't take the game serious, dog. Y'all don't give a fuck about the game. Y'all don't give a fuck about the fans. That's a fact. That's a fact. Sorry, Fabian. Damn, that clip was crazy. And everybody is going to underestimate that. They're going to say we're over-exaggerating. That clip sums up the New York Knicks.
Wow. I still can't believe it.
Wow.
Like I was going not back and forth. All I said was about Stephen A. I know the only way to make Mikal Bridges relevant is to bring Jalen Brunson into this. And where the hell did Josh Hart come from in that conversation? It was about Mikal Bridges. So you jump in for your boy, try to help him out, and you made it worse. You made it worse. Not only did you talk shit, like you said, you guys got your ass whooped and you didn't show out. And you try to pull up them 16 points. We scored 9 points, 8 points in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes to go.
Desperation. We was down. The game was over. Shouldn't have been in the game. How about that? He wasn't playing well enough to even have those minutes to get those points.
But Cat's on the bench. At what point are you going to speak up to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be starting anymore? Because this was the same starting lineup that we had last year that stunk. I think, Stephen A. obviously he went too far, saying I know you don't know how close I am with the owners and all that. But that's what we was. It is. But that's why you don't talk to him. He's a fraud fan that looks for this kind of attention, and he's trying to spin. He's spinning everything. I don't got to know you to critique you, Josh. I said it yesterday. This is not your kind of game. You trying to be a celebrity. You want to be a popular figure. You trying to sell draws in commercials. It was cool when we were winning and you could mask it, and Thibodeau's there to check him because that's the family friend, and Thibodeau and him will go at it, and he's the one that will put him in check. He liked PJ Tucker being there because PJ Tucker kept it real. We've been saying it for a while now, though. Like, there's nobody here that we really believe in anymore. And we thought Alvarado might be that, but they put him under the wing. Like, yo, remember?
He's young too. He just happy to be in the league, bro. He's like, what is he?
Nah, but they put him under the wing, bro.
I know what you're saying.
As soon as he got there, it's like Josh Hart was already cool. I'm like, nah, we got this. He's not the loud.
Before you finish, just the PJ Tucker thing real quick. Everybody laughed at me when I said I love that acquisition. And remember, I told you it wasn't about basketball. He's the guy that's going to hold you accountable. Remember, there's nobody on that roster that's respected enough to where they can get you guys in line. Nobody. Remember, now, I'm not saying you got to be scared of PJ Tucker, but he's a respectable guy. And he's a guy that's not going to pull no punches. Who on that team is going to tell Brunson, Hart, any of them dudes, yo, bro, stop playing so much. Let's get this shit going. Whatever it is. We have none of that. And I think that's purposely done.
Well, Dolan confirmed that. Mike Brown's a collaborative coach. That's what he was talking about. Why do we have to be collaborative about Josh Hart? And, are they really satisfied with finding this level of superstar and they're going to milk it the Patrick Ewing way? But they said, yo, look, a salary cap is like this, and we got Cat now, and he fucked the whole salary cap up. So we said it a couple months ago. Now you're going to have all these built-in excuses as to why we can't trade for nobody, why we can't sign for nobody, why we got to trade 13,000 people and picks for Giannis and fuck the whole team up, find another excuse.
Wow, it's a great point.
And all laying there is Josh Hart sitting there starting a fight with Stephen A. Smith. All these little distractions from what's really going on. Yo, bro, y'all playing like bummage. Your man's been stinking it up. What's so hard about that? When Cat was stinking it up, you had no problem calling him out. He's on the bench last night for your ass and Mikal Bridges, and y'all got spanked. How? Just funny that the last couple of weeks, it was Mikal that was getting benched. We were winning. Cat got benched earlier in the year when we were losing. When we were starting to win. Then everything started coming around. Cat started turning around during the losing streak. Now we started winning again. And Mikal Bridges started getting benched in the fourth quarters. But now somehow y'all feel bad for him. Why? Am I making sense?
A lot of sense. A lot. And what you just said with that situation, with trying to have that built-in excuse. That's what I always tell you and Flea, y'all do it all the time. Y'all come up with something that's so ill and don't even understand how ill it is. And that's something that eventually is going to have to be discussed. We're going to have to really delve into that one day. Like, is this purposely being done? Because I keep telling you, that front office, bro, guys is licking their chops. Listen, you guys got their feet up. Yeah. Who wants to go back to Sloppy Joe's? You guys eating caviar, man. What Tony Yale say? Niggas eating caviar pancakes, man. Niggas eating duck chopped cheeses and all that. Like I said, a duck chopped cheese. Fabian, I was dead wrong. We should have got Russell Westbrook.
What? For who? What do we mean?
No. I meaning like, remember when it was like a team that they wasn't going to sign him?
Right.
Remember before he went to Sacramento? Remember there was rumors, and I was Russell Westbrook ain't going for this. Russell Westbrook is not going for this, on or off the court. And I'm not a big Russell Westbrook guy, but I respect him. Russell Westbrook ain't going for this, bro. I laughed when they was like, get Russell Westbrook. Because it was looking like they were trying to sabotage him. Remember, it was like no team ain't want to pick him up. Russell Westbrook fight every fucking game. Russell Westbrook ain't let nobody punk nobody.
He said, who? He said, you ain't nobody. Who? Done. That's what you ain't no. Yo.
Exactly.
Before we move on, though, I said it before, I'll say it again. Dolan and these guys are playing a billionaire game, and I don't want to go too far left, but I like, this is my guy, Josh Brown, and he broke down whether the Knicks are worth $10 billion or not.
A $10 billion franchise?
If the Lakers are, I believe they are. If Las Vegas is going to get a team that they think is going to go for between $7 and $10 billion with no history, the Knicks are worth a lot more.
What is this guy going to get for the Cowboys? He could get $15 billion, I think.
Easy.
Right. So the Knicks could be worth 10.
Easy.
This market cap you're saying is 14, and it includes the Rangers.
No, market cap is $8 billion.
8 billion, excuse me. And it includes the Rangers.
Exactly.
How much does Dolan own of this?
He controls it. He has like, I think 60-70% voting, but he announced that he is now exploring, and him not now exploring means they're going to do it. They're splitting it off into two teams. Whether we had anything to do with it or not, I have no idea.
So it'll be an MSGR, which will be the Rangers?
Yes.
Okay.
And MSGK, which will be the Knicks. And
you can invest directly in the Knicks.
You can buy, yeah, exactly. For anyone,
you get to go to the annual shareholder meeting.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
I feel like you're going to do it.
So that was Josh Brown on the compound. Go follow them for, like, stock market news and stuff like that. He had an ill book, Backstage Wall Street. Read that, please, if you're into that. But I've been saying this for a while. When I read that the Knicks, which James Dolan was trying to take the Knicks public and separate the teams. So now imagine if you could buy stock for the Knicks. The reason why I bring that up is, what's stopping you from continuing to be worth $10 billion? If we were worth 10, we were the highest value franchise and we stunk in the 2010s, worth more than Golden State and the Lakers at one point. And now we're still the third most. Golden State, the Lakers, and us. They won chips. They got LeBron. They got Steph Curry. They got the biggest stars in the game. We don't have the biggest stars. By far, we top 5, top 10, and Jalen Brunson's cat is outside of that realm. We made them bigger than what they were before. Facts. Ain't no bodega cat in Minnesota. It's too fucking cold. I say all that to say, we got to understand the game that they're playing. James Dolan knows all I need is a star. All I need is a little hint of winning. And to build a little loser cloud around it and say, well, we tried. Look, I got a capologist. Leon Rose is the agent. It's his fault. This is his network. I don't know where this came from. I never liked the cat trade. I didn't understand it because we saw what OKC was building. a contender, draft picks, cap space. Why wouldn't you follow suit with that? Why would you trade all those picks for Mikal Bridges? I said it in real time. It makes sense if you get Mikal, if you keep Dante, and you went all in for this roster, and we don't believe in it. We've been not believing in it, and you're restarting. Nowhere in sports is it an upgrade to go from a coach with Tibbs and a culture that was created, cemented, and all of a sudden you go to a coach that's never won before, just because he played somewhere. We never believed in him, ever. So where does this happen at? Golden State didn't go from Mark Jackson to Connie Jackson. They went to Steve Kerr. He ran organizations. He was calling the game. They knew he was smart. The Raptors, I get it with Kawhi, and Nick Nurse was a new coach, but I think he was the assistant coach for whatever his name was over there. But it's Kawhi. They were making conference finals, and they traded their best player for a player that was even better, clearly better. Kawhi was clearly better than DeRozan. Cat wasn't a huge upgrade over Randall, and that was always my argument. Even if you thought he was, it was way too much money. It didn't make sense with what they were saying. We're going to save this much. We're working on it. We got a capologist, Nick Brock or whatever the hell, Brocker Allen. Why do I know your name?
No. Stay right there. When you put it, because sometimes I got to cut you off because I don't want you to not get credit or props for what you say sometimes because you ill with it. That comparison to what Toronto did and what we did was ill just now. And you're 100% correct. At that time, and still, Kawhi Leonard is a huge upgrade from whoever you have. Right now, if it ain't Luka, Joker, SGA, Wemby, I'm going to be honest, maybe Ant-Man, right? Kawhi Leonard healthy is an upgrade from whoever you have as your superstar, especially if it's for 1 or 2 years. We're not talking for 5-10 years, right? But when you break it down like that and go, okay, we got Cat for Randall, was that really an upgrade? That's a great question. When you compare it to, look what Toronto did, right? And then you go, okay, look what the Knicks did. So great. I just want to give you your props in real time because now when you think about it, like I said, I still want Cat over Randall, but was it a major upgrade that made us that much better? You get what I'm saying? Like,
but that was what I was asking y'all when the trade happened, because my question was, so this trade, like when the Kawhi trade happened, it was like, oh shit, they might go to they all going to the finals. Who's going to beat them in the East? LeBron left. We processed it in real time. The same way Halliburton went down, Tatum goes down, this guy goes down. Oh, this should be a shoo-in for the Knicks. And I'm saying to myself, where do y'all get this from? You all, boy, where do you get this from? Where is this championship defense? Halliburton beat us. Who are his best players? Yes, Siakam is really good. I don't think he's a great. That coach is great. Halliburton is great. And I know Brunson is great. I still believe in Brunson, but who else is great? Not like without an argument. Kawhi with DeRozan, great pickup, great upgrade.
Okay, stay there. You believe Halliburton is great. You've been on the Halliburton train for a while now. I got to give you props for that. Yeah, so, right? But you just said Halliburton is great. Siakam is good, but you don't give him great. I think Siakam is great. I think he's one of the most underrated players in the NBA today. I think what he brings to the table is very underrated. Like he's a for sure bucket, and he's smart, and he rarely makes mistakes, and he hit free throws. Right?
We don't have to talk about that too long, but I'm gonna give you a small comparison. If he was that great, who's better, Siakam or Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brown,
right?
But
and
Jalen
it's
Brown,
not even.
But Jalen Brown is an MVP candidate this year,
and Siakam never was. That's my point. Hold on, but that's my point. Jalen Brown, oh, that's great. And Siakam is like, if he's as great as you think he's super talented. He has way too many playoff moments.
But hold
way
on.
too many. Smoked us. Smoked OKC. He gives guys smoke, but he's not. My point.
Siakam is a champion too, though.
2 times. But I'm saying if he's that great, right? If he's that,
I thought he got one with the Toronto Raptors.
I thought he won the first time with Kawhi. Okay, yeah, he won the first time with Toronto.
Yeah, that's it. Where's the other ring for?
I'm thinking they winning.
Oh,
they went to the. He's been to 2 finals. But my point is, if he's that great, I think of him and Cat similar levels in terms of they're not all NBA. They're not all NBA.
Stay right there. You said Halliburton is great. I give you that. Irks my stomach because I can't stand the Pacers. That's another story. You say you still believe in Brunson. Brunson is great. You said on that Pacers team, who's great?
Right.
Why is the Pacers able to be successful with that roster? And why isn't Brunson able to do what the Pacers have done? Get to the finals. If they have similar rosters, right? Where you compare Siakam to Cat, where they good, but they not, right? But then you look at the rest of the roster, what's the difference then?
Right.
Is it the players? Is it Halliburton is that much better than Jalen Brunson?
No.
So break it down.
Keep climbing up the ladder of chain of command. You go from Halliburton, who's great. If you want to give Siakam great, no problem. So you got 2 great guys, but what the hell is that roster? If you looked at them, you'd be like, championship? Everybody would question it. But then you look further up the chain of command, you go, Rick Carlisle, hold up. Rick Carlisle is as good as any one of your coaches ever in NBA history, right? Actively. He is the brain. He has the brain of any coach you could name. He's in their class. Then you go further up the ladder. I don't even know who the hell runs the Pacers, but somehow, some way, they always find some motherfucker who could take that team into some playoff contention. And they tanked this year with Siakam. And now they might get the number 1 pick to add to a conference finalist, right? That's what I'm saying. They fit. We don't hear anything about cap trouble or cap issues. Bye to Miles Turner. Bye-bye. You go to Djibouti for all we know, and Milwaukee sucks. We're not giving you that bread. He felt like he was done dirty. They don't care. We don't want you here. So they handle their business.
That's a great point.
Now what's going on over here?
The total opposite.
And it's the same thing we made fun of LeBron for. The same thing we made fun of the Pistons who are in the building right now. You guys know for a fact, Detroit Pistons fans, you guys went through worse nepotism than Clutch and the Knicks combined. Their nepotism was so crazy. The president had their cousin. The vice president had their niece. Y'all had all kind of shit going on over there. And they fixed it. And it's way more presidential. J.B. Bickerstaff ain't no joke. He's no joke. Then you go up in the organization, they got rid of Joe Dumars' punk ass. And he's over there with the Pelicans. Might be doing a decent job because that talent, we don't know yet. But I know that change was made. And there's a seriousness to them. And their spirit is serious. It's back to Detroit basketball. It's back to that. We had the 90s Knicks basketball back in the bag. And we gave it away all because Hartenstein was walking out the door. So you got Brunson willing to take $100 million pay cut, but you couldn't talk to Hartenstein and be like, yo, dog, we could get you that $100 million. We'll give you that Kawhi deal. You found the whole spirit of it. And I know we hated Tibbs, but I always felt like it was wrong to go get Cat under Tibbs. That's not a Tibbs guy. You're forcing him to play Tibbs style. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now you get Mike Brown, who's never had Cat before. He's never coached up any player to get better. Who's gotten better under Mike Brown?
Yeah. He's the pyramid you can run over. That's a fact.
Then, right, yes. But what made it even worse was that as we were talking all year, it got to a point we were like, yo, hold on. Who the hell is having a good season under Mike Brown this year? The only one is Deuce McBride. Yeah, everyone else be like,
everybody else had probably their worst season in their NBA career. Think
and
about
it. And they're playing less minutes.
Right.
So what is the excuse?
Hold on. They're not only playing less minutes, they're not even being held accountable. Like there's no backlash. There's no like there's nothing. When they say that saying the inmates are running the building, This is what's happening. These guys are all having the worst seasons of their careers under Mike Brown.
And
nobody says anything.
And you know, I was so big on La Cosa Rosa. Leon Rose is amazing. But
You
when
opened up a
those
can of
trades,
worms. Wow.
when those trades happened, when we traded Quentin Grimes, we understood it was too many guards that we had. Dante, whoever. All right, let's get the shooter up. But then after that, we go after Bridges, and after that, we get Cat. And I'm like, yo, we already losing Hartenstein. Why are we not going after somebody who could set a screen, dribble handoff? We're not going after our needs that complement Brunson. Brunson does not play a Golden State style. Hold on, real quick. Kobe plays. I want to bring that shit up. I don't know if we get a flag for it. When he described Golden State style of play, he said, yo, they play a democratic version of basketball. That's not what we do. We play like dictators. I'm a king, Shaq's a king. I'll get the ball, you get the ball. Them guys want to pass the ball around and everything is fair. That's not how I get busy. So now with the Knicks, yo, dog, Brunson don't play like Steph Curry. He doesn't. Cat played that Golden State shit. He needs the ball, needs the fed, needs the schemes. Brunson's a one-on-one killer, bro. It is what it is, whether you like it or not. And the worst part about it is the Knicks didn't do what was right by the superstar that they kind of created. They created Frankenstein over here, and his big ass head is going so crazy that his man thinks that he's a superstar. You're a six man.
At best.
Act like it.
No, at best. Because you could be the seventh man if Deuce is healthy and the right coach is running this thing. If Mitchell Robinson is healthy and Deuce is playing the ball like he's been playing, you the seventh man. Let's get that straight. You said something about the Pacers that sparked something just now. And it hit a nerve. And you was 100% correct. You have some organizations that let it be known. We're not allowing you to fuck us up. Miles Turner, bye. Why are we paying you that? No. If you ain't going to take a pay cut, bye. We trying to win championships over here. We trying to be relevant for years. Right?
I don't want to interrupt your point, but it's not like if you're a basketball fan, you didn't feel the same way. Everyone feels the same way about Miles Turner.
No, but hold on. But even if we didn't, like you said, the Pacers don't give a fuck.
Right.
We doing what's best for the team. We ain't doing what's best for you. That's the problem. That sums it up right there. You broke that down beautifully, but that's the problem. And you said that, not me. You came up with that. Got to give you a problem. That's the problem. We looking to get guys their money knowing it's going to strap the team. Like you said, La Cosa Nostra, the mob, we give you an offer you can't refuse. I'm going to say it again. The mob gives you an offer you can't refuse. We couldn't figure out a way to keep Hartenstein. We couldn't figure out a way to tell OG, we ain't giving you no fucking max, nigga. Fuck you think you are? Brunson, this ain't no pay cut. This is what you get, nigga. Have y'all known we ain't win shit since the 70s? Do you see how the game is played today? From that standpoint, we pay all you niggas this. How are we going to be relevant? Wow. Yo, man. Yeah, you broke that down and made it. Listen, one thing with me, man, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You just summed up all my wrongness all season with that one take. Because I can't defend myself. And I can't defend them. It's 100% correct. Brunson, we give you $300 million, $80 a year. Then what? We took all that cat money. Bridges, what? Oh, we bitches over here. We ain't no mob. We ain't La Cosa Nostra. You think Don Corleone, you think the Godfather was going to allow OG to come in his office and go, Don, I ain't taking no pay cut. You think the Don was going to allow
him to get home safe. He wake up in the bed, horse's head.
You think the Don was gonna be okay with you making a move like his son did without him? Hold on, y'all gave up what for Bridges? Go get that back. Imagine that. Go get them picks back. Come on, bro. Yo, man. You. Knicks Rehab, AllBall TV. Y'all got to give Fabian his props. Seriously, man. Like the way we break things down sometimes is insane, and y'all not going to hear it nowhere else. Like, we love our Knicks, but after a while, you have to see it for what it is, and you have to tell the truth. These guys in that Frankenstein thing you said, you were spot on. We created Frankenstein, and Frankenstein, we created him so big, pause, that his friends now. We created 2, 3 Frankensteins. Imagine that. Imagine creating a Frankenstein and then you make a mistake and create his little brother.
Right.
Imagine that. And then the little brother create a cousin.
We got the monsters. Remember the monster?
I know it's a joke, but it's for real.
Yo, it was, you know what it is? That I wish I was wrong, but it's I said that black cloud. That black cloud. You can't, OKC is the bar. I understand we can't be exactly like them. You know, nobody thought SJ was gonna be this. And then nobody understood that they had a perfect team and they would have enough cap space at the right time to get Hartenstein. But I thought that's what we were doing with the Brock and Allen shit. And what pisses me off more is that's why I'm glad most of you motherfuckers ignore us on Twitter or wherever else, because you guys really approach this thing with an agenda that you want me to believe that I have to be positive and think we're going to the championship in order to be a fan. Shout out to Dom, bro. Ask Dom what I always say. Yo, that's cool and that's great and all, but would you really want to root for that? That's all I ever said. And there was all up until this season was the only time we ever felt like, damn, can I really root for Brunson? Yo, dog, you supposed to be the Don Dada. You supposed to sound like this. I thought you was this, to be honest. You have not been thorough. Your man supposed to put him to the side on that roommate shit. Yo, listen, check this out. Maybe I'll do this publicly, privately, but yo, dog, you can't come with me. Are you going into meetings with Josh Hart? I gotta, because there's no way Josh Hart should have the balls to be saying certain things.
No. Say that. Hold. Some things you gotta let marinate. Seriously. Because you respond too quick. Is Josh Hart in Brunson's meetings? Is he part of, okay, if I get this money, my guy gotta get this? That's a serious question, bro. Like, remember, me and you brothers. So somebody can say, yo, you think when Fabian went, do you think that's possible, Fabian?
But you know what's ironic about what you just said? That's what the whole Stephen A. Smith, Josh Hart argument was about. Once he said this amount of draft picks, this was way too far. Who's the first? I didn't hear Jalen Brunson say anything. Who's the big mouth? Why did you feel the need to jump out the window? Who made you the voice box of this thing? Why did you have to defend the team from the biggest public sports figure commentator that there is? You bit the bait.
Why you say anything? You ain't never, y'all, nobody never says anything.
And that's my problem going back to the whole Cosa Rosa thing, which you notice we ain't referred to it in a while like that. And it wasn't because we silenced and we scared. It's because, yo, we don't respect it either anymore.
It's been a while.
Should go out the window, man. Y'all dead, man. Covers blown. Somebody was supposed to tell Josh Hart, yo, don't say anything about that. How is it that Leon Rose is quiet and you don't know to be quiet? And he's the godfather. Literally. Your godfather.
Literally. What's the word? No alleged there.
Right.
Literally. Facts.
It's just that's what my whole, and I, like I said, I appreciated what they did. They brought the Knicks to relevancy. I hear what y'all saying with that. I don't want to give too much pushback with that because it has been fun up until this season where it's like, yo, dog, I don't think we could win. That's
but
it.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you where we got to slow down at. Yeah, they made us relevant, but we made them relevant too. Let's slow down with that. We New York. Fuck all that. Yeah, y'all made us relevant again in a basketball world, in the basketball sense. We made y'all lives relevant. Stop it. Nobody give a fuck about Todd Bridges or Josh Hart if they ain't in that Knicks uniform. Cut the jokes. Cat, you ain't never get this much love. Especially in Minnesota. Come on, man. Let's listen. OG the Juice Man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. So yes, y'all made us relevant. But that shit go both ways. Ain't nothing like that blue and orange on your back. Come on now. You don't think DiVincenzo is mad as hell he in Minnesota? Come on, man. We make you so relevant. The father is relevant. Fuck is y'all talking about? Oh, the beautiful, the lovely, extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Tori B is in the building. Tori B, what up, baby?
This is tough for a ball.
Yeah, it's rough. It's today, and it's been rough for a long time, but today is rough being a Knicks fan. It's rough. It's tough, man. Tough.
But there's a reason why that is. And the Knicks with the big L against the Hornets last night. And of course, our coach, Mike Brown, took the podium. Let's see what he had to say.
Another offensive rebound. Says good night, New York.
Wow.
The offensive rebound and the finish.
Finished the press conference, and Mike Brown said, I almost pulled a hamstring, right? And it's a lot to this old ball. Also, we were going back and forth about mainly Mo Diawara yesterday during the game, and we had strong opinions about it. And we brought up Tyler Kolek, who I said was going out of rotation. Now he's back in all of a sudden, right? Last night. And Mike Brown did say something to that, speak to that. I just wanted to throw him out there, see if he could give us a spark, right? That's Mike Brown on Tyler Kolek playing over Jose Alvarado in the second half. I just wanted to throw him out there. Seems to be Brown's go-to phrase for, yes, I'm sitting this guy to see what up with that guy. And seems to be a theme going on here. Because we were going back and forth about that with Mo Diawara. You're saying, I'm going too crazy over him. And I'm like, yeah, well, I just think he can play. And I don't understand what Mike Brown is doing because I'd be confused if I was Mo Diawara, and it's hard to really be confident. And I think this is a Mitchell Robinson comment. I think he was on the Knicks Fan TV shit. And I don't know what their post was, but I think it was Mitchell Robinson speaking to Huck Porty, and it was a video that went viral. And he commented under there, don't even matter unless we change our approach. We ain't doing shit special. Keep that bullshit up, myself included. So Mitchell Robinson has been plenty vocal about everything this year, including his own play. And I'll dress it up like this. I did not understand the Jordan Clarkson's out of the rotation, and all of a sudden he's back in the rotation. He's a veteran. It seems like you wanted to develop the players, the young guys, while you trying to maintain championship contention. All of a sudden, Clarkson's back in the rotation. Diawara was announced to be out of the rotation. but then he starts playing again. Kolek was out of the rotation, and Mike Brown is quoted as saying, again, I just wanted to throw him out there and see the spot. You can't just throw somebody out there who's not in the rotation. What the fuck are you talking about? This is, and that's what I was saying with Mo. Like, there's no, at this point, I'm not saying he should start over Mikal Bridges, but I wouldn't have been mad if he played more minutes than Mikal Bridges last night, because I'm expecting him to mess up. I'm also expecting for Mikal Bridges to mess up, but I'd rather the rookie kid mess up because I know he can grow from that. Mikal Bridges messing up is even more frustrating because you're supposed to know who you are by now. And what's worse is that the coach doesn't realize who you are right now. This guy, Mike Brown, bro. Oh, boy, I'll leave you with this. He thinks he's slick with that long-winded talk at the press conference. Bro, you could try to overtalk the reporters all you want to. We know you're buying time. We know you got 5 minutes up there, whatever it is. You're a nice guy, and you're avoiding confrontation. We've seen them all, bro. We're from New York. That's why we're not fooled. That's why we're not fooled. You heard what Jordan said. When I came to the Garden, I was never scared. Matter of fact, it was a privilege. So much so, that guy in the 5th row that was booing me, I want to make him cheer for me by halftime. And that's what I did. That's how you handle business. That's why he's the GOAT, along with being great and all that. Oh, boy, this guy wasn't meant to be, man.
Listen, Mike Brown said he almost pulled his hamstring. I wish you would have pulled it so you could maybe have sat out a few games. Because I'm sick of you, nigga. Sick of you. The team is a reflection, an extension of the coach. If a team plays a certain way, that's coming down from the coach. So if you're soft, if you're unorganized, if you're bad defensively, if you look like a mess offensively, that's a reflection of the coach. He's not a good coach. There's a reason why he's been fired so many times. There's a reason why he was almost blackballed from never being a head coach again. It's a reason for that. He's not a good coach. Is he a good guy? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know him personally. Don't really care. I don't care if nobody's a good guy or bad guy. That's your business. You check that up with the man upstairs. Can you coach the game of basketball? Simple. That's all I want to know. And your resume so far with the Knicks, you can't coach. Simple. Can't coach. Until you can explain to me why guys get more field goals and more time than Cat, then maybe I'll listen to you. But Mike Brown, at this point, is on very thin ice. And he knows it. He knows this is his last hurrah. This is it. Once the season is over, whatever happens, I don't think we'll be in the finals. I pray and hope we will. But whatever happens, he's done. And I think that news is going to come probably immediately whenever we lose, whether it's in the first round, second round, conference finals, or finals. Soon as we lose, it's going to say breaking news. Mike Brown has been fired. I told y'all 2 months ago, get rid of him. Y'all all laughed at me. Get rid of him. He's a cancer. He's a good guy, but he's the parent that you can run over. We all have a mother and father. We all have that one parent that you can wake up in the morning and go, yo, mom, dad, I don't feel like going to school today, and still be able to go outside. He's the parent you can come home to and go, yo, I ain't got no homework. I ain't taking no book bag to school. He's that. And you know what tends to happen with a kid like that? They turn to be out of control. We are a team that is out of control. And there is nobody to hold them accountable. I don't like Mike Brown. I don't want to like Mike Brown. I'm tired of seeing Mike Brown on the podium saying nothing. You think you breaking down a long rebound? You think nobody knows that? Explain why you can't play Cat against the Pelicans and the Hornets. Explain why you think Josh Hart should play 30-plus minutes. Explain those things. Explain that you have the same game plan night in and night out and you're not willing to change anything. Explain Brunson had it going in the first quarter and you still don't play him because you want to stick to your script. You can't teach us about no long read. We did that. You ain't break nothing down, nigga. He thought he was like he dropped the mic with that. Fuck, my nephew that's 4 years old know that. What the that right there, that right there just shows just how dumb we are as a fucking team.
He said when you turn around, that's not contesting. Oh.
Really? I didn't know that, Mike Brown. Thank you.
Tell me more.
Can you expound? Tell me more, please. Get Mike Brown the fuck out of here. You got a soft coach. You got a soft team. No one is holding nobody accountable. And everybody wants to get paid. I've been saying it. I ain't hear nobody say this. What I've been saying, Dolan gonna have to get involved. Remember, Dolan got to be the grandparent. That's the disciplinarian. Hold up, son or daughter. You got my grandkids ain't doing shit. They ain't learning. You get what I'm saying? You got the Knicks as the kids, Mike Brown is the pops, and you got Dolan his. Yo, hold up. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. This shit is a mess, and I said it the other night. When this is all said and done, whether it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to be a lot of information coming out. How nobody liked each other. They were only here for the money. Like that, the Knicks is a money grab. This ain't a destination to go win a championship. This is a money grab. It's a money grab. It's a place where you can get power. It's a place where you can rob the owner. Because y'all think he sit up there and only want to play rock bands. That nigga ain't stupid. Under his watch, he watched the city of Denver and Milwaukee get championships before the greatest city in the world. You kidding me?
Oklahoma City? We got cities
Toronto?
outside of the
Toronto? Over the greatest city in the world? And y'all want us to be up here happy.
Yo, I can't believe it.
Fabian, how can the Knicks play like last night?
No. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Flea was trying to push back last night, but I know Flea's heart. He knows. We've been watching, even during that 7-game winning streak, we were like, the only thing good I had to say was, so we're winning and Mikal Bridges and Shaman are horrible. They could help us do something. And lo and behold, when we play a playoff team, because this is a playoff team, they just had a bad start to the season. The rookie kid was with the Hornets. The whole time, all we've been saying was top 2 defense. Yo, look at this. And again, what did I say in the earlier segment, old boy? All these analytics, all these numbers, the mumbo jumbo, they learned that shit from Wall Street. How to inflate stats and numbers, projections, 10x. Right?
Yeah.
Number 2 defense, and we're sitting there going, number 2 defense? This ain't the second best defense I've seen all year. You telling me they're on the same level as Detroit and Oklahoma City? Detroit's balling. They're protecting home court without their star. We're not seeing that. So we finally play a playoff team or an East Coast team, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. East Coast in the house. What my man said. They're showing you, yo, we know how to play against you. We run it up. We do what the Pacers did. But we got ballers over here. And it exposed what we have. I don't want to hear you people tell me anything else about this number 2 defense and what happened since January. Bro, we talking about what we see. We're not intimidated. We don't respect it. We don't respect it. And if we don't respect it, we know for a fact them other teams coming to town know they think they could win. Everybody knows somebody on that team is about to get 40 tonight at the Garden. And even worse, nobody else could put up 40. Nobody else put up enough of a fight to save us from embarrassment. That's the bigger issue. And I like what you said, Jamrock. OG was 6 of 10, Hart was 7 for 11, Cat was 5 for 8, Bridges 6 of 12, Jordan Clarkson 4 of 8, Midge 2 of 2, Jalen Brunson shot 10 of 23, Mo's 2 of 6, Alvarado 0 of 2. Yes, Brunson got his, but the others didn't shoot enough. This is the same conversation we had last year and the same conversation we had with Brunson. It's not Brunson's fault. I can't keep. He had it going last night. He was busting their ass. The game plan should have been, yo, Jalen, keep doing what you're doing. You killing them. You in pocket right now. Now, by the second quarter, they're gonna start doubling you. Get that ball out. There was no game plan to have him be the focal point of that offense. We already seen all season long the system isn't for a one-on-one guy. So it's the fact that Mike Brown can't adjust in real time, and we see it with the rotations. It's as simple as that. Tom Thibodeau was the total opposite. He's stuck on his rotations. I'll play you 7 guys. Well, Mike Brown will come out of nowhere and go against his own word. Bro, he's contradicting his own actions. You can't do that as a coach. That's not allowed in the game. You can't do that in Monopoly. You can't do that at a dice game. Trip 6. Nah, I ain't trip 6. That's an 8. 8? Where you get 8 from?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, man.
you just making up rules as you go. And at this point, it doesn't even matter what other people say. This is confirmation that all y'all want to do is lie to yourselves. Want to be stuck in la-la land with it. Meanwhile, we just going like, oh, damn. I don't know, bro. I don't see this as a win. This I don't respect it all, ball.
Yeah, just my last point is, you don't think opposing teams and opposing coaches don't know how soft and sweet Mike Brown is? You don't think, last night that coach is going, you want to kill these niggas. Look who that coach is over there. They don't respect him. He's soft. Yeah, I like him. He's a likable guy, but we already know he ain't got no game plan. You heard the stories from the guys back in the days. Niggas subbing themselves in and out the game. You know how that shit go, bro. Word spread around quick. Every team that play against the Knicks know when they look over to that sideline and they see that coach with that coaching staff.
Fool.
Kick these niggas. Kick the fool. Right. Kick these niggas' ass tonight. That's what happens night in and night out. That right there is one of the main problems. And if you're a good coach with a good team, you don't even got a coach. You don't even got a coach. Go kick their ass. Slow Brunson down, you good. He ain't gonna make no adjustments. None. Yeah, Barney Rubble, we are in fucking trouble.
Tory B. I've been saying this for a while. We have a good team, but not a good coach. He has zero ability to adjust. I know you heard me, Fabian. I mean, first of all, nobody gets more props. I'm sorry, Tory B. He's not present. Nobody gets more props than Flea, because it was 2.5 years we've been going after Tibbs' job, and Flea said, okay, so what's the plan? And we never heard an inkling of a plan. And me and AllBall was coming up with our own list, and Flea said, at some point, he said, yeah. I don't hear the Knicks talking about anything about any list. So what is the plan? That's cool that y'all did that. Nice little second grade homework you guys gave me. What's the plan? And then lo and behold, they didn't have a plan, bro. That's another thing I forgot to talk about with the damn Leon Rose and them. Y'all didn't have a plan for a coach. And you the biggest head honcho Hollywood agency, and your plan was Mike Brown?
Bro, you couldn't have said it more perfect. Big shout out Tori B, right? Because she be on our head top and she know what she's talking about. She got
the flamethrower loaded.
yes, always, right? Love Tori B. But Fabian, you said it. We created Frankenstein, bro. We created Frankenstein, and we're all to blame. And I'm probably the leader.
Right.
I'm the right with the light, like
he's alive. He's
bro.
alive.
And what made it worse, right? What made it worse is he had 3 good seasons. And Flea kept saying, do it again. And he did it again. Do it again. And then he did it again. Do it. So 3 years in a row, he's alive. We created Frankenstein. We created Frankenstein. And then we actually, remember, you know, in the real Frankenstein movie, he couldn't talk, couldn't do nothing. We actually sat down and taught Frankenstein how to talk, how to read, how to write, how to play basketball. And Frankenstein said, you know what? Thank you. I don't need you no more. Josh Hart, Mikal, come on down. Bruh, sometimes in life, you have to blame yourself. Listen, if I tell you they robbing people down in that alley and you still walk that way and get robbed, you have to blame yourself. Us as Knicks fans, including me, we created Frankenstein. Yes. And we're allowing Frankenstein to run the joint. Plain and simple. And
simple and plain.
It's simple and plain. And if we don't get this thing under control, it's going to get worse. Because Boston is a great organization. They ain't going nowhere. Detroit had a taste of caviar. You think they want to go back to hamburger helper? I'm just saying. You think right now the Charlotte Hornets is not saying to themselves, we get one more player. So you don't think these teams, you don't think Cleveland still wants to prove LeBron James wrong? So you think they're going to just take a dive? No. We ain't even bring up Philly. So for me, Fabian, yo, man, we created a mess. And we actually, we got ahead of ourselves. And Josh Hart bringing it back full circle, him responding to Stephen A. Smith and speaking out as if I don't know who anointed him the spokesperson for the Knicks.
Right.
It goes to show how conceited, how overly confident we are, and just how we feel about our players. Because like I tell y'all, and I always say this, and this is my last point, we were comfortable with John Starks going up against Michael Jordan, and we thought we had a shot. That's how insane we are. We've been creating Frankensteins for a long time, Fabian.
Barney Rubble.
We are in trouble.
Jamrock. I like what you say here. The Knicks lost the game because we got massively out-rebounded and they took twice as many free throw attempts. We took a total of 9. Charlotte took a total of 20. But that's the problem, Jamrock. Like, forget the free throws because that comes and goes and you really should be more aggressive. But how did Mike Brown not see that Cat was being surrounded? You had to go to that double big lineup sooner.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
Yeah, but Fabian, also, like I said, we could continue to blame Mike Brown, but those guys, when they go to the bench, they read that stat sheet. How do you guys not know you're being out-rebounded by 2 guards and step your game up? Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Cat, OG. Remember, we used to argue in the beginning of the season, like your OG, give us, say, 7-8 rebounds, bro, a night.
Well, y'all was saying that. Y'all was saying that last year. You and Flea.
Right. You 6'8", 6'9", dog, and you got the max. When you get that money, it come with other shit, bro. Go in there and get dirty. How many times we say we'll watch Josh Hart up there fighting by himself for a rebound while everybody's just waiting for the outlet, bro? Go down there. So come on, man. Nah, man, this is bad, man. This is and last night might have opened up Pandora's box, man. I'm sorry. It might have, and then with the roommates on there with Martha Stewart, just basically giving out family secrets. This shit is a mess, man.
Let's get to these super chats. The Mario Montague, El Bori. I said, no, that's not Bori. Bori's the other guy. Thank you for your $5. Hart said, "Sun's out, thumbs out." Stephen A is in trouble. Oh shit. Mashad 144. Thank you for your $4.99. What's up, family? I only got the Knicks winning 3 more games this season. Basketball. Okay. Ray Floyd, thank you for your $4.99. We taking the K out of y'all name and replacing it with a L. Y'all the Licks now. Oh shit.
That was good.
Ray
Hey, Ray
Floyd,
Floyd, how long it took you to come up with that shit? About
Right.
4 days? Fuck out of here. I can't stand you Detroit niggas. Love y'all, but I can't stand y'all motherfuckers. Oh my God. That was good though.
The Mario Montague again. Thank you for your $5. Martha Stewart would be the hardest coach we've had. She did prison time. Word. And she ain't tell.
Stood tall.
Speaking of Wall Street, she ain't what? Thank you for your $5 again, DeMario. Tibbs couldn't figure out how to use Obi Toppin, but Rick Carlisle did.
It's a fact.
Yeah, he didn't fit his system though. I can't blame I'm sorry, but Tibbs got rid of so many people, so many bums. The only low lights I would say is Obi and Quentin Grimes maybe, but aside from that, bro.
But Fabian, that Obi Toppin, him not being able to figure him out was bad because that's what the league is today, and we needed that drastically. We still need that. A guy that's 6'8", 6'9", athletic, and now he's a semi-threat from 3. So that was bad on Tibbs' resume.
And then if that's the case, it's even worse for Leon Rose once again, because if you just said that's what the league is, that means that he's in demand. Exactly. What did you trade for him? 2 second-round draft picks? Terrible. Jamrock, thank you for your $2. 14-14 when Brunson takes 21 or less field goal attempts, 29-7 when under. I'm gonna get back to that 1 second, Jamrock. Thank you for your $2 again. When New York Knicks don't find the right field goal attempt balance, we lose. That's every team though, for the most part. No disrespect.
But I get what he's saying. That balance is basically saying, when Brunson is one man, one band, one sound. Remember, it ain't like when Allen Iverson could be like that because the guys around him was solely meant to just hold him down. We have guys that they need the ball. So I get where you're going with that.
Well, I wouldn't mind if there was an imbalance of if like I said the other day, if Mikal Bridges decided to shoot 30 shots, he's aggressive, he's going to the free throw line, we're gonna be like, oh shit, you got a pulse? Same thing for Cat. Oh, 20 shots. Yeah, fuck you, Brunson. It's my turn. Enough is enough with this. This is how you really protest. So I get what he's saying. Like, who doesn't want to have a balanced amount of shots?
Yeah.
But the defense's job is to disrupt it. But your point is your point. It's kind of Mike Brownish though, Jamrock. The right balance. You turning around. If you don't turn around on the contest, that's your man was wilding. Jamrock, thank you for your $2 again. Sorry, 14-14 when JB takes 21 or more field goal attempts. Now look how many of those teams are good. I'm just saying, because I'm gonna get to this stat though that you're gonna like, Jamrock, because it doubles down on your point and it proves me wrong actually. Wesley Swipes, hold the fucking phone.
Remember, he was in here a couple of Knicks rehabs ago, and we like that name is ill. Wesley Swipes.
And he has
great name.
The cowboy hat. Wesley. He's in character. Thank you for your $4.99. Clarkson and Cat being the vets, not the answer for a historical franchise. No vets, no accountability.
Yeah. Listen, the Knicks, even if you ain't got a guy on the bench, they need somebody that's just in there. They need a Rasheed Wallace type nigga on that bench, bro. Like seriously.
Jamrock, thank you for your $2. Jalen Brunson would have to shoot 15 or 23, not 10 or 23. I mean, come.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. But come on now. Oh boy, we got some stats. We got some more stats to help out our guy Jamrock there. We talk about Brunson's field goal attempts, how the Knicks do. Well, how about Cat's field goal attempts? The Knicks are 5-1 this season when Cat attempts 20 or more shots. The Knicks are 7-5 this season when Cat attempts 10 or fewer shots. That's Tommy Beer. Go follow him. He always got some crazy stat, but just the sharp contrast from what Jamrock is saying. The Knicks are 14-14 when Jalen Brunson takes 21 or more shots, and the Knicks are 5-1 when Cat takes 20 or more shot attempts.
You know what I saw out of all of that? 12 games, Cat shot under 12 field goal attempts. You know how insane that is?
That's crazy.
That's out of all that, that's what I saw. You know how insane that is?
Beyond insane. And
They are doing him dirty, bro.
well, I think Cat has a supporter in Tmac, NBA legend.
How does Karl Anthony Towns develop that where he can do that every single night? And forget even the regular season, in the playoffs to get New York over the hump.
He just got to have the want to. He's got to want that. I'm sure the coaches and his teammates are talking to him about that. He's got to want that. He's got to want that for himself, and he's got to want that for his team. And if he takes that approach, that mentality, nobody can guard Cat. No one. This guy is so talented, man. I mean, the things that he could do on the basketball court, something at that size, when he puts his mind to it, it can't be guarded because he has so much that he can give you, whether it's inside, outside, his passing ability, setting screens, popping back for threes, the driving ability, finishing at the rim. He could do a lot of things, but it's up to Cat to put his stamp on these games.
How?
I'm gonna mute this because K-Dot says this guy looks like my little brother. Hold on. I didn't catch his face. Pause. I gotta pause that one. Sorry, Paul. Nah, K-Dot. Watch your fucking mouth, bro.
That nigga like a vampire. That nigga look
Yo,
crazy.
he looks nuts, K-Dot.
He look like the nigga from Sinners. Sammy.
He looks crazy, K-Dot.
Nigga say he the vampire from Sinners. That nigga like he get, well, I'm telling you. Sammy. Nah, that nigga look crazy, dog. Get him off the screen. He scared me. That nigga scared the shit out of me.
Oh boy, you heard T-Mac though.
I mean, how many times are we going to allude to this, right? How many times are we going to say this? At this point, whose fault is it that Cat is not making his stamp on the game? You know, is Cat supposed to every trip down yell, "Give me the ball," or is it the teams and the coaching staff job to get him the ball? Now, I get sometimes give me the damn ball, but is he supposed to say that every time? I understand what Tmac is saying, right? Because when Cat does play well, we are a totally different ball club. Think about it. Cat is the best three-point shooting big man in history. We're not even capitalizing on that. He doesn't even get the ball to shoot threes anymore, right? So let alone anything else. For me, I'm not putting no blame on Cat no more. I said that. What this man has been through mentally, and for him to still be a team player and a constant professional, I'm sorry, bro. This is on Brunson and Mike Brown. Y'all not running no plays for him. Y'all not doing none of that. Cat isn't a joker, right, where he can run the offense. A Draymond Green where he can get the ball and bring it up court and do it himself. No, he needs somebody to get him the ball. Get him the ball in his spots. But we have guys on that team that Josh Hart said it, and he's part of it. Everybody has their own individual agendas. We watch JB and Josh Hart play Globetrotters with each other. We watched it live. We watched how many times night in and night out Josh Hart gets the first shot. OG gets the first shot. We don't even establish Cat the first shot, the first trip down. They don't care about him. So what is he supposed to do? Snatch the ball from you, get fined, get ejected? Bro, we can't keep blaming him, dog. I'm sorry. So I understand what T-Mac is saying. I agree with, Cat does have a talent. And, if we're able to establish him and play through him, we're a better ball club. We watch how good Cat was against Detroit, right? We watched some games where it's like, damn, he got it going. And The ball moves, it flows, guys look happy. But that shit is on Mike Brown and Jalen Brunson. And now Josh Hart. I watched Josh Hart numerous times look Cat off. We can't keep blaming Cat. It needs to be said they need to get Cat the ball. Not Cat needs to do it himself. It's impossible. It's impossible. Jalen Brunson has a strong hold on this team and on this organization. It's no way he's not the first guy to touch the basketball. The next guy to touch the basketball after him should be Cat. That's Brunson's decision. I'm sorry, man. I'm not. We done held Cat accountable all season. All season. I get what Tmac is saying, but they got to get him the ball, man. They got to get him the ball. Now, I see my last point. I hold Cat accountable at times when he does get the ball. He does some dumb shit, right? Hard for him to post up. He let guys push him out the paint. I get that. But maybe your teammates should fight a little more for you, give you more confidence, give you that extra to wanna. I don't know, man. This shit is weird. It's weird. Cat, it could be 50-50. You hold Cat accountable. But the other guys got to be held accountable too. They be doing Cat dirty. And I've watched it night in and night out. And like I told everybody, I'm a man of my word. I'm not doing Cat dirty no more. He's got enough of that. It's Tall Bridges time. He deserves way more criticism than Cat. But Fabian, Tmac is 50% correct. I think the other 50%, those guys got to get him the ball, bro.
I agree with you now with Mikal Bridges, Tall Bridges getting blamed like this because of the fact that he hasn't been performing up to par, average, the last month or so. Josh Hart just being this vocal leader, a fake vocal leader, because we seen real leaders, vocal leaders in New York, and just watching sports in general.
Hold on. Vocal leaders in New York get physical. Pat choked John Starks on the court. Remember that? Pat said John Starks' mom's called me. Put your hands on my motherfucking son. So vocal leaders, when it comes to New York, it's physical. So all this chirping y'all doing, don't nobody believe y'all. When last time y'all got mouthy on the court? You chirping back at Stephen A. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, Fabian.
But I do wish Cat was the one chirping.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I do wish. Great comment, Jamrock. Right on cue. Cat doesn't do enough at times to establish post position. But you know what good teams can do? More small guards setting back screens against opposing bigs. Bigs hate getting screened. If Cat was doing what he wanted to do on that court, he would be able to speak to his players or to his teammates the way that he wanted to. Because if you did establish post positioning the right way, you would be getting upset with your teammates for not getting you the ball. That's impossible. I'm down here busting my ass getting post position. You didn't give me the ball. At some point, it's gonna spill over.
I got a great point. Go ahead. I got a great point to make.
Tmac is speaking from a perspective of he himself did not know he was going to be that good. He said that when he went to Orlando. He was like, he said, "Yo, I didn't know I was going to be that." And this is a guy who went to Adidas camp and started busting Lamar Odom's ass. That's how he really got put on the map. Then he played with his cousin Vince Carter, who was better than him in Toronto. And then he goes to Orlando. Grant Hill goes down, and he expected Grant Hill to be the man, and he was going to be second fiddle. But he's still coming from a perspective of, I average 30 a game. I know how to get 30 a game. If these dudes ain't passing me the ball, I'm going to have a problem. And that means everybody's going to have a problem. Though, dog, I'm the man. So everyone else, when you think of the greatest players of all time, your top 20 players for the most part, maybe, I don't know if Clyde is top 20, but Moses, maybe Dr. J isn't like that, but Magic, Kareem, Jordan, name them. Imagine if Steph Curry doesn't get the ball and he's running around out there for a quarter. You're going to hear about it. As quiet as he is, we know he's religious and he's a family man. We know he's a nice guy. I can't see him being the man like that and not demanding that he gets the ball. Karl Anthony Towns would be way better off being an asshole. He just would be. #1 draft pick, $60 million. Carmelo Anthony is not a top 20 guy. He felt like that. Russell Westbrook is not a top 20 guy of all time. He felt like that. Monte Ellis is not a top 50 guy. He felt like that. And none of those guys are Cat, really. Cat should be way better than Carmelo, Russell Westbrook, and Monte Ellis, who shouldn't even be mentioned right now. These guys had a certain arrogance about them that it comes with having to get better. And it makes your teammates respect you. Like, oh man, I don't want to hear from this dude again. He already balked on me yesterday. He balked on me last play. Yo, give me the fucking ball. I don't care what you're talking. Give me the ball. We practiced this yesterday, bro. I told you this yesterday. I'm not playing with you. There's a certain level of assertiveness you have to have. And yeah, we could keep saying the teammates this, the teammates that. Well, then we know what the problem is. It's 1 on 12, 1 on 11 every single game. Well, guess what? If you have to battle your teammates, go battle them. Kobe wasn't playing with these dudes. He just wasn't. He fought Shaq. Jalen Brunson played alongside Luka. He was not getting the ball. He was here with Randall. Randall's a lunatic. Brunson was not getting the ball. That's not happening. So Brunson is Brunson because of the fact that he is a bit arrogant. You have to be that guy. And in order for us to get to another level, if we were to get to another level, it's going back to that argument we had with Mikal Bridges, who's not arrogant enough either. He's arrogant in the wrong way. Celebrating these stupid ass 3-point shots that we don't care, a silly dunk, and then you go back to just 4 points a game or whatever the hell you scoring now. I don't need Mikal Bridges to be arrogant. I'm tired of Josh Hart with that false arrogance. I want Karl Anthony Towns to be totally arrogant, to create a space in the post, to show people what it is. That's what I'm really tired of. And I know we're off the Cat bandwagon because out of anybody, I know we're saying that nobody had a good season under Mike Brown, nobody got better. But from the beginning of this season till now, Cat is the one that said that everyone jumped on and said, yo, bro, you don't play any defense. And he turned it around. And I'll leave you with this, AllBall. Cat can certainly open his mouth and complain and pout and ask for the ball however way he wants, because he was the first guy to complain about Mike Brown when the season started. That takes balls. So there's no reason why you shouldn't call out your teammates or anybody else who doesn't understand to get you the damn rock.
You brought up Brunson, and we're talking about Cat. Big shout out our brother Flea. Can you please bring that up? What I just sent you? What Flea just sent us? And while you load that up, you see how the chat and how you were saying like Cat sometimes doesn't know how to post up. Do you remember what Charles Barkley said? Do you remember?
This is you talking about with the Kalshi hoops?
Yeah, what about yeah. Remember, Flea I just sent it to you with Brunson leads the league.
NBA most time with the ball. Jalen Brunson, 522 minutes. He's blowing out everybody. He beats Luka by damn near 70 minutes. Cade Cunningham. He holds the Baltimore for more than 140 minutes than SGA. Jalen Brunson is leading the NBA in total minutes with the ball in his hands, and I'm not sure that's a good sign. When you look at the most ball dominant players in the league, usually this is a major red flag for a team's championship aspirations. It is incredibly difficult to go far in the postseason when one person dominates the ball to this extent.
Big shout out our brother Flea. I mean, I would love for you to just leave that up for 2 minutes. Like, because that stat, that's mind-boggling. Listen, to have the ball, to hold the ball more than Luka, than James Harden, than SGA. See, I ain't worried about Murray or them guy. Like Murray got the Joker with him, right? Like I said, Tyrese Maxey, no Embiid. You know how that shit go. Like I said, K, this is a problem right here, Fabian. And us as Knicks fans, us as Brunson stands, we're going to try to act like this don't mean nothing. We're going to try to act like this is whatever. No, you can't sweep this under the rug. We're not successful with him doing this season. Yes, we're a third seed, but do we all agree we're not looking like championship contention now? And then now a lot of us are nervous about who we're going to meet in the first round when we thought the only threat was Detroit and maybe Boston. Now we're worried about Charlotte, Orlando, Toronto, Cleveland. Brunson ain't got to be a pure point guard to understand what it takes to win basketball games.
Correct.
Like, there is no pure point guard in the NBA no more. What we talking about? Who's a pure point guard in the NBA today? I'll wait.
Well, Halliburton.
Right, but he's injured.
Right.
You can't name 5 pure point guards in the NBA today. So let's stop making excuses for our guy. There's no more pure point guards. Ain't no Rondos. Like you said, no Halliburtons, no Chris Pauls. Maybe Russell Westbrook. Maybe.
Pure point?
No, I know, but I'm saying who's the closest? Maybe. But Fabian, you making my point. So we got to stop using this excuse for Brunson. Oh, he ain't no pure point guard. So what? So what? You played at the highest level. You're the best player on the team. You're the leader. You're the captain. Figure out a way to make it work. That stat is insane, bro.
It is, but I think there's more of a reason why Cat should be speaking up. Put that shit up on the locker. Yo, bro, I'm shooting. This is the record with me with more than 20 shot attempts. This is the record with me with 12 shot attempts. It's not comfortable, bro. Just straight up. Say it in your own way. I get it, Tory B. He's not that kind of guy. Yes, the hell you are. You make $60 million. You're Bodega Cat. Yes, the hell you are that kind of guy. You're flashy when you want to be. It's okay to say, yo, you know what? This is very hard for me to do right now, but I just want to be real with you. I think if I got the ball more, and you got to deal with whatever the response is, you go, listen, I just wanted to tell you that because I didn't want it to be a comment that was lingering that you heard from somebody else. You heard it from me. I'm just being honest with you because I think that's the way it is. And it starts, and we could go back to the All-Star moment when Ant-Man had to check Jalen Brunson. Stop calling him Carl, man. He's Cat.
Yeah. Big shout out Vaughn Legend. Like I said, that's my guy from the block. That's family. Like I said, Skrilla Hill in the building. Anytime you from my neighborhood, I always got to show love. Grew up with my guy Biff. What up? Vaughn Legend. OG needs to be able to handle that rock. Fabian, we've all talked about this, right? But Biff, Vaughn Legend, everybody needs to be able to handle the rock. Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG, you're 100% correct. Everybody needs to be able to handle the rock. But we also need to understand there's always a pecking order. Always. Fabian, on any championship contending team, the 1-2 punch always gets the most field goals. Rick Fox and none of them was ever going to shoot more than Kobe or Shaq. Worthington was never going to shoot more than Magic or Kareem. Well, we know Magic was a passer, right? But I'm just right. But you know what I'm getting at, right? Chris Bosh wasn't going to shoot more than Wade or LeBron. What are we talking about? Unless that player is on fire and you're feeding him the ball, we got to stop making excuses for everybody. And I get it. Yes, guys got to be able to handle the ball. But at the same time, handle the ball and get the ball to Cat. What makes a quarterback great, Fabian, is they know where to get it to you at. That's why Tom Brady was great. That's why your guy Marino was great. They know where to get the ball to. It's right there.
And we always had a diva wide receiver talking too much, and either the quarterback told him to shut up or the coach told him to shut up. So in this case, Cat is the quarterback or the wide receiver. And Mike Brown.
Quarterback. Everybody, No, he's not. How is he the quarterback?
That's
Brunson,
okay.
everybody else is the quarterback. They got to give him the ball in the right spot.
Right. So now I can't blame Brunson. I can't keep blaming him when he is who he is. And I've been saying that. So Jordan was who he was. Jordan wasn't changing until Tex Winter and Phil Jackson told him to do that shit. Yo, bro, you got a team. You got a team. This guy's a great scorer. Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, give him the ball. I'm telling you, just trust him. All you gotta do is trust him. Mike Brown has to be the one that changes this up for Cat. Cat is the one from the beginning that said, I don't understand how I'm going to do what I do. That's what he was basically saying. So if Cat speaks up, speak to Mike Brown and continue to do so. Because if not, this is going to keep going this way. So yeah, I'm going to go with Cat and Mike Brown have to be the ones to show the team, yo, this thing has to go through Cat 50% of the time at minimum. And especially a team like last night, Cat should have had 40. He should have had 20 or 30 shot attempts.
Now, you made a great point, right? With Phil Jackson telling Mike, get guys the ball, right? But with Cat and them, why do I got to get the ball to Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges? Hold on. They playing like shit. And my point is this. Guys like BJ Armstrong, you going to make sure Mike and Scotty and them get the ball. You're going to get yours, but you're going to make sure those guys get the ball. I'm just saying, if we're going to accept everybody for who they are, then we got to accept Cat for who he is. We can't keep singling him out. If we're going to accept Brunson, right, for not being a point guard, if we're going to accept everybody else, then accept Cat for him being just a nice guy and not being just dominant and telling guys, get me the ball. Fabian, what if he is saying that and they just saying, fuck you?
Then it goes to Cat and Mike Brown. But I can't blame the other players when this is in NBA history. Phil Jackson told Kobe, it's time to feed Shaq, bro. You got eight straight games, 40 points.
Stay there. Who said that?
Phil Jackson.
Stay right there. It's a coaching problem. We went through all of that rigmarole, however they say that word. Big shout out Tory B. We went through all that rigmarole, right? Fabian just, listen, the Rubik's Cube. Boom. That's it. Phil Jackson told Michael Jordan, trust your players, dog. Mike Brown supposed to have the respect from his players and the cachet to tell them motherfuckers, get that motherfucker the ball. It's coaching, dog. He has to go. He has to go.
And that's my thing, Ron Mills. Brunson isn't deceptive anymore. Brunson is very predictable. You know what? As much as we glaze Michael Jordan became predictable. The Pistons knew exactly what he was gonna do, where his flaws are. Yes, he had a little bit of a left hand, but it was his flaw. It'll make him go left. He ain't even gonna pass. He's gonna want to score. And by the time he realizes that he's double, triple teamed, he's gonna have to throw from his left hand, and he can't throw with that hand. And they kept doing that until he started giving the ball up sooner and setting up. And of course, he had a great system, great coaching staff. Clearly, he led 2 dynasties, Phil Jackson. But I don't think it happens. I don't think it happens if Pippen's not passively protesting, right? And Cat has been passively protesting. But at some point, you are absolutely right, which is what I always say. I can't still blame Brunson because he's not going to be a point guard.
No,
I gotta blame Mike Brown for not shutting Josh Hart the fuck up and saying, yo, bro, your voice is way too loud here. He's the orchestrator. He's the maestro. He knows when the violins are way too high. He knows when the drum. Oh no drums right now. None of them flutes right now. We need that. We need, what would you call that shit? The harp.
But now
we need the saxophone.
I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers don't know how to play the harp. Lord have mercy. I should put you to sleep, right? Big shout out, our brother Flea is in the building. Y'all already know how we feel about him. Flea, what up, baby? Miss you.
Hayden, real quick, jump out and jump back in so you can finish your point. I want it to be clear. I see y'all going crazy. What am I talking about? Who brought up the Pistons? I brought up the Pistons. Damn. I did bring up the Pistons. Black on black on black on black on black. I did bring up black on black. I did do that. Shit. They got me. But it's Mike Brown, man. Mr. Collaborator, the collaborative coach himself, Mike Brown.
So for me, right? I understand what you're saying about Brunson, right? I'm not going to put it. I don't want to just solely blame Brunson, right? But he does have the ball in his hands more than anybody in the NBA. And
Way too damn much.
But let's just talk about the team. Okay, let's say fuck Mike Brown for a second, because fuck Mike Brown, right? Jalen Brunson. Okay, you're not a pass first point guard. We understand that. But when are you going to understand that you need help? When are you going to understand in real time, I got a 7-foot motherfucker that can play? And if I build this chemistry and help him out a little bit, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, whatever it is, right? If I get him the ball where I know he likes, like, I'm just saying, when is Jalen Brunson going to, in real time, just hold himself accountable and understand, damn, I can't do this shit by myself. Let me use the big fella sometimes. You don't have to be a pass first point guard to just make an executive decision. That's what makes bosses and people that make those decisions in real time, that's what makes them great. That's what makes them legendary. When you can realize it in real time. Oh shit, we got a mismatch tonight. Cat should have 40. Let me get him the ball. My shot ain't falling tonight. I'm just saying, Fabian, I get not blaming Brunson solely, but we can't keep defending him, bro. I'm saying for me, because I'm a stan. I'm not speaking for everybody else. I used to defend him because I was a stan. But at this point, we are not playing good basketball. And he has to take responsibility. And like I said, I'm going to repeat my last point. If we're going to respect everybody else for being themselves, you got to respect Cat for being himself. If we're going to continue to say, well, Brunson ain't a pass first point guard, so you gotta respect who he is. Okay, then we gotta respect Cat as a nice guy and he's soft, quote unquote. And so you gotta take him for what he is as well. Like, come on, we can't have it both ways. So for me, these are problems that can be solved. And Fabian, you're 100% correct. To me, the first person in line is the head coach. But the second person in line is, without a question, Jalen Big Body Brunson. It's not even close. Those are the two people that can fix this problem.
My last word on that is Jalen Brunson is going to have no choice. If this is this black cloud lingering and following us that I've been saying for the last couple of weeks now, because it's the end of the season approaching, the finality of the season is getting closer. Regardless of how it ends, we're about to find out how this thing goes. If we lose before the conference finals, there's a lot of blame to be dished out. The media is getting ready to send all the shots. They're going to clip up everything that we've been talking about and start talking about it a second after the season is over, and they're going to post their article like they did last year. And Brunson will be the head of that. There's way too much power there. If the media has the balls that we know that they do, because they want to get the clicks. So he has no choice but to accept responsibility. The only thing is, everyone, I see Flea in there saying, stop bringing up Jordan. What do you expect this thing to look like if we're talking about championship? It has to be the hard thing to do. Scottie Pippen had the same personality, in my opinion, as Cat. It's passive, aggressive. So you need the coach to be the one to set the standard and the culture, game in, game out, practice in, practice out, and establish with Brunson, yo, dog, that's not what we're doing. Cat's not getting involved. That's not part of the game plan. All ball. I know the Johnny's about to play St. John's in them, but did you want to cover Paul Pierce thing real quick, or?
I mean, we got about 5 minutes.
Okay.
6-7 minutes. I think the game is game probably about to start in about 5-6 minutes.
So here we have it. Yesterday we were on. We said a couple things about the East, the Eastern Conference teams, and we definitely spoke about the Charlotte Hornets before the game. We've been talking about how if we ain't got our act together, this is the team that will expose us. Ain't no West Coast teams, because if we think about it, Detroit, the Knicks, Charlotte. They've been busting the West ass. Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, they touched on it.
Charlotte. Man, Charlotte
might be scarier than Atlanta, P.
No, Charlotte is just like fun to watch now.
It's Rucker Park, P. We rocking Rucker Park Hornets. Man, Melo might give you an in and out off the one leg, going backwards off the fade 3 from the top. Nigga, like,
If Detroit don't got Cade in the first round, can Charlotte get them? Ooh, that'll be tough.
so hear me out. So Charlotte is naive enough to think that they can.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you got to come hoop. It's just hoop. This house money. Y'all didn't have us in nothing. This is all house money. Put the whole thing in there. Throw the whole bag. Yeah. Y'all, you don't want to see them right now. You don't want to play no team with no super confidence, bro. They got super confidence, bro. They got a 4-headed monster over there that's out of control right now, bro. You don't know who to guard. And you know what they do, P? They share the ball. They share the ball, bro.
Yeah.
They not changed it, P. They not changed how we looking at Charlotte, man. They not made it fun to watch them, man. They young.
They hosting one of the best offenses.
They getting it done.
What is they? They 14-6 over their last 20. Best offensive rating in the last 20 games. The best offensive rating. That means they
what's
crazy? Sure. Yeah, I like Charlotte.
That was KG and Paul Pierce on the glazing the Charlotte Hornets, and all ball. It's not the only thing they said. Paul Pierce, he went on. Listen, man. Can y'all just admit that y'all watch AllBall TV already? It's getting out of hand, man.
Look at the Eastern Conference. Right. The East is better than the West. I don't care what nobody say this year.
Why do you say
that? The East is better than the West. Dude, listen, I'm looking at
the matchups.
10 teams over 500. Right. I'm looking at 10 teams over 500. But when I look at the West, you got
the Blazers,
only 8 teams over 500.
The Warriors sort of bringing up the rear.
Yeah, and the Clippers just got over 500.
Right.
Like you got 10 teams over 500. And then if you want to talk about there's a disparity at the top from the East and the West, I don't think so, because a healthy Piston teams can very well play with the Thunder. Yeah. A healthy Celtics team can play with the Spurs. And who going to be the 3 seed? Oh, the Knicks? Who the 3 seed? Oh, can they play with the Lakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, look at the top.
Yeah, I mean, the East is strong. I wouldn't say they're better than the West. I personally wouldn't go there because I just think.
Cut him. Man. All we want to hear is Paul Pierce. By the way, them jeans is terrible, Paul Pierce. Yeah. That fit is horrific.
But we talked about it, especially with the Hornets playing the way that they played. Detroit being the number 1 seed, the Celtics holding the fort. The West Coast, the way we spanked all them Western Conference dudes, and we competed with OKC Thunder, the champions. The Indiana Pacers could have won that damn finals if Halliburton was healthy. Said it in real time. I don't know what y'all talking about. These guys, I don't know who the hell they are. I can't name all 12 of them dudes. But damn, that was in June. Oh boy, what are your thoughts? East better than the West, baby.
I agree. And we've been saying it for a while now. This Eastern Conference playoffs is going to be tough because there's really all these teams is good, and there's a lot of mismatches all over the place, right? But I agree. I'm just laughing though because KG and him is excited about the Hornets only because they beat the Knicks. I did not see all this excitement 2 days ago, a week ago, right? So now they're the Rucker Park Hornets, which I love that. Listen, KG, I told y'all, if KG spent more time with this content, he'd be the illest, right? Because his passion
is crazy. But hold on, before you go, they're the Rucker Park Knicks after they beat New York.
Exactly.
Very slick.
Right.
So, if he would have said if they were the 55th Hornets, I would have been
even ill. Right. But we know why Paul Pierce is going to agree. He hate the Knicks, and nigga, we hate you too. But we respect you, right? Because you're a Boston guy. But of course they're going to be excited. The Knicks, Boston rivalry. The Hornets beat down the Knicks, so of course they're going to over-exaggerate everything. But what Paul Pierce said about the Eastern Conference, I 100% agree. 100% agree. In the West, it's 3-4 teams I want to watch. Let's be realistic. OKC, Denver, San Antonio, and the Lakers, because I love to just see the Lakers fail. But in that East, from the Knicks, Boston, Detroit, Toronto, Atlanta now is young and fun. You see Charlotte, Cleveland, Orlando, like. So I 100% agree. I think the Eastern Conference those playoffs is going to be way more exciting than the West. The West is too many mismatches. Whoever OKC and San Antonio play in the first round, that shit ain't gonna even be close, right? But in those first rounds in the East, if we play Charlotte, if Detroit play whoever, like if Boston play, those are going to be like it's going to be up for grabs. So I 100% agree. They need to stop shitting on the East. The East is here, and just imagine if everybody was healthy. Imagine if Philly was healthy with Embiid and Paul George all season. Imagine Halliburton, right? Like, come on, bro. Just imagine if everybody was healthy. Giannis in Milwaukee. Just imagine how strong the East would be. So I 100% agree. The East is going to be something to watch.
Definitely. And I'm just looking at the NBA standings and seeing they show what the teams are doing in conference. So the Pistons are 34-12 in the conference. So that means they're 19-8 against the West. The Celtics are 19-14 in conference. So that means they're 29-14 in conference. So that means they're what? 19-10? Yeah, 19-10 against the West. The Knicks are 31-16 in conference. That means they got 10 losses against the West and 17 wins against the West. Like, we could keep going. What's the Hornets record? 23-22 in conference. So that means there's 16-12 against the West. Yeah. What? I don't know what they're talking about. Like the Raptors, I get they're 11-16 against the West. But like Paul Pierce said, the Pistons, they smacked the Lakers without Cade Cunningham. The Celtics compete against anybody. It's obvious now. And remember, it's been so long. We know what a tough West looks like. The West has been dominant even during Jordan's time, probably since from the 90s till now.
Right.
That's how dominant the West has been. As soon as Michael Jordan retired, you really seen the imbalance. There was 4 super teams out there out West. We knew the championship was coming from the West for the whole 2000s, damn near. Detroit sneaked it. They keep coming up in this damn conversation. These damn fans keep getting in my head. Oh, boy. Detroit was a sneaky one. Who else? Boston when they got KG and stole the Western Conference superstar.
Yeah. Remember Paul George over there in Indiana? They was something to be messed with. They had their little couple years run. Know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So and now we just see more of a balance, and it's exciting. And even with the Hornets, them beating us, but we've been talking about them for a while. Like, yo, this team is fun and they're good. What Knipple did over there as a rookie, yo, I hate to say this, old boy, you're gonna kill me. Colin Knipple got a little Larry Legend to his game, man.
I'll take it even further.
Uh-oh.
Big shout out to Legend, Jamal Mashburn. Like Cooper Flag. He's going to be a real good player. Just imagine if the promotion they had for Cooper, they had for Knipple. I'll leave it at that. No knock on Cooper Flag. Can't blame him. What are you going to tell him? Don't promote me, right? So no knock on him. But what Jamal Mashburn said, the legendary Jamal Mashburn, who knows the hell out of basketball.
New York City's
One
on.
of the greatest, exactly. Argue with yourself. I'm not arguing with him. Knipple is the real deal. Simple. And he should be Rookie of the Year.
You got him Rookie of the Year?
Bro, you got your team in a playoff contention, dog. I don't give a fuck what happened in Dallas. You have your team in playoff contention. Rookies ain't doing that. And he's like a major reason. No, yes. And he's playing great team basketball. Nah, bro. It's something about a guy that ain't got to go nut that's playing in a great system and he's producing. Knipple should be Rookie of the Year. He's not going to get it, but he should be Rookie of the Year. Sorry.
Just to double down on your point, let's not forget, Larry Bird had one of the greatest season turnarounds as a rookie. I think the Celtics won like 14 games. Then they won 40,000 games when Larry Bird was a rookie. Proof is in the pudding. The Charlotte Hornets won 19 games the season before Knipple was there. And now They won 20 more games already and counting. And counting. And they're fighting for a playoff spot, which they haven't done in how long? God damn it.
Come on, that's why I say what are we rewarding guys for? You telling me Knibble gonna do all this, get into the playoffs, and he's not gonna be rookie of the year, and Cooper Flag is gonna get it? Why? Why?
The only thing he got over him, though, is he's the lead dog. And he's playing less games, though. He needs to play all of his games. I think Knibble played 70 games already, but that's what he has over him. And he got the hype. They got the media behind him. But if they make the playoffs, because I think the rookie of the year voting ends by the time the first round starts. But all they got to do is make the playoffs or be in contention.
Exact, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. They one of the best teams right now in the East, playing great basketball. Like, come on, bro. Like I said, I understand what Cooper Flag is going through as far as like the injuries and things of that nature, but you still got a great head coach. And come on, man, you got to make it work. Everybody dealing with injuries. Sorry.
I said I was going to leave it with that, but I'm going to leave it with this. In terms of the Knibble thing. They're only 2 losses behind the Raptors and the Hawks.
Come on, dog.
If the Charlotte Hornets sneak into the 6th or 5th seed and they're 6 games behind the Cavaliers, don't let them get 4th. Don't let them get home court advantage. If that happens, he's rookie of the year. I'll say that. The Charlotte Hornets get home court advantage, that's a shoo-in. They might go co-rookie of the year, but that's a shoo-in. That'll be too crazy. And the fact that we're giving them props. Yeah, Mullen's a good man. But remember, Mullen was compared to who? Let's not forget. AllBall. I think the rehab was rehabbing today.
Listen, St. John's Duke is on. Go Johnnies. I'm rooting for St. John's heavy, right? The game is on. Chat, we love y'all. Y'all bless us with the super chat. Y'all know the drill. AllBall TV, 3 underscores. Go follow the page. And Fabian, for the last couple days, you've been saying we got a dark cloud, a black cloud over us, right? And I figured it out. You know what it is? These goddamn Pistons fans in the fucking chat.
Before we go, I'm sorry, because some of them hold us down with some super chats. Mission Man, thank you for your 199. This is bad. LOL. No, the Fizdale era was bad.
Yeah. Fizdale, he was breaking down the game the other night. I can't stand to watch him. I put that shit on mute. I don't hear shit he say.
Horrible. McTube University, thank you for your $2. Hold your horses. The Starks Knicks were 2-1 against Charlotte. Relax. Calm down, McTube. House of Flying, thank you for your $2. Shouldn't one of these ass coaches bring it up about giving Cat the ball, excuse me?
That's a good point, though. When is Mike Brown gonna go on the podium and go, hey, we need to get Cat the ball more often? Good point.
Hey, everybody root for the Johnnies, man. New York all day.
Pistons fans, we will have our vengeance. Y'all know my drill. Love y'all, but y'all can all go to hell. The 2-shot Dillinger is loaded up and is waiting to pop, pop on you motherfuckers.
Y'all know what this
KNICKS REHAB.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.